The stigma is interesting to me, the stigma of being a stripper. Because it is someone who's supposedly loose, supposedly, has sex for money, but I honestly think most of it is because we're perceived to make a lot more money than we actually do. And we don't necessarily earn our money the way most people earn the money we take from them. I mean, this has got to be one of the only industries where women are making more money on the dollar than men are.
In our society, I am the stripper. I am the bad girl, the slut, easy, addict, all the things that go along, all the negative connotations that go along with not only being a woman, but being a woman who owns her sexuality. Men come in here who are extremely religious and talk to me and give me their money and want. Those are the ones who want to see my pussy the most.
I know the typical reasons why people down on me for it is for getting naked for money. And a lot of people think that we do it because we need attention. And I personally just do it because it's easy money.
I honestly think that the resentment towards strippers in general isn't necessarily because it's our sexuality, but because we make more money than women are supposed to in our culture. And therefore we are making it dishonestly. And dishonest means we're using our sexuality to do it.
There was this one guy who was from Turkey who offered me $10,000 to fuck him, and he had the fattest roll of hundreds I have ever seen, and he pulled it out of his fucking pocket in the dancing room upstairs and gave me his card and was like, I'll be here in an hour. He had a hotel room at the Jupiter and was like, if you come and fuck me, all of this money is yours.
So the first time I met over $1,000 off of the guy. He told me he was a landscaper, and he kept getting one dance, and I asked him every time, do you want another one, do you want another one? By the time we got up to about $1,000, I was like, this is either going to pay out or it's not. Because he's a landscaper, and he's filthy. He's got dirt all over him. He looks like a landscaper, and then I find out that he owns the business and has 80 employees.
It's just nice to be able to have money in your pocket to pay your bills, take your mom out to dinner, to go to the movies, hang out with your friends, and not ever worry about how much money you have, because you do have it. Even in the slow seasons, you're at least walking out with $100 a night if you work. So any other job that I've ever worked, it's never been like that.
I was sitting there on the couch writing, and this guy came up to me and he gave me a $50 bill and he said, this is for not caring.
It happens quite a bit, just like the little things, like giving a table dance that's $20 and you get $100 for it.
I have a regular that knows I'm gay, gets my girlfriend drunk, and still on an emotional level thinks it might happen. But he knows it's not going to. So it is kind of exploitative of customers, but they're also kind of exploiting us.
I mean, I can see why people wouldn't like it, like the typical American family that doesn't like it, because there's young girls out there going out and getting naked and flashing their vaginas all over the place for $1. But there's also different sides to it, and a lot of people think that we're all on drugs and we're all raped as little children and molested, but we weren't. And a lot of us are normal for the most part.
I find it to be one of the most free things I've ever done. I love my body, especially my imperfections. I love being able to come in here with greasy hair and dirty shoes and dirty dress and get up there and put on a song that speaks to my soul and allow my lustful nature to come out of my body and create this really raw, perfect sexual tension between me and the eyes. And it's fucking beautiful. There's no rules I have to. There's no rules I have to obey, except for the rules that I put on myself.
I mean, on some aspects I like attention, I like to perform, so for that reason I like to dance, so I like the attention as far as that goes. But it's nice to be able to sleep in all day and not having to be at work till 9 and going home at 3 and sleeping in all day, or waking up at 10 and having the entire day to do nothing, or run your errands, or go shopping, or have your freedom, as far as other people spend their 8 to 5 jobs and coming home and their day's over pretty much. So I like the freedom.
I get pretty emotionally exhausted from those people, because they do just sort of suck your energy out and you can feel it happening. But then you have a ton of money and you also have a bizarre power over them because they are infatuated with you, whether it's realistic or unrealistic.
That mix of people in here, the really genuine people and the really fucked up people, creates a thickness in the air that's almost like a mist I can taste. As a writer, it really inspires me. For me, when I'm on stage, I feel like I'm being authentic and I'm not afraid of anybody in my life knowing.
It gives me the freedom of having money in my pocket every day and being able to pay my bills. I used to work 80 hours a week, minimum wage, and not be able to pay my bills.
It's mine to say yes or no to, and like, there is no real boss, I'm the boss.
There's been times where like you're just really super down and there's people that come in here and talk to you and they're your friends and people actually treat you like human beings even though you're sitting there in a thong and a bra. And they actually care about how your day went and how you've been, and they tell you that you look better and like you've been doing better, and they can tell, and like these people barely know you but they still do, and they care enough to like be your friends even though you're typically that stripper that they come to see.
I am by nature a performance artist. I'm able to go on stage and let my fucking soul out.